Hello everybody. How y'all doing? Welcome to my channel, Tell Like It Is Radio Podcast. I'm your host. Y'all know who I am by now. Thank you guys for joining me for this episode. This is going on all of my podcasts, and right now I'm in the middle of Hurricane Milton right now. And so far, so good. The lights have been cutting off and on. It is very windy here, and um I went ahead and made some generator. Okay, y'all. The internet's probably gonna be going on and off from where I'm at, but as y'all can probably hear in the background, um, it's kind of windy outside and it has been raining all day today. So I just want everybody to know that I am okay. I'm doing okay, but I'm gonna show y'all through my. I'm gonna try to. I don't know if I can turn my camera, but what I've done is I have a small portable generator. I have this thing here. This right here is what connects your phone. If you have like a tablet, you can connect it to this. And this is a solar power one. I also have a small box where right now my internet's connected to it. So I wanted to keep my internet because I know even if the lights go out, at least I'll have internet. So that way, if everything cuts off, the internet will still be on. So as long as the towers are good, even if the lights go out, I have a generator, small portable one, and it's keeping the internet on right now. Because that way, just in case everything cuts off, I still have internet. I still have access to be able to plug my, and I also in between the two, if I'm sleeping, I won't need the internet, but I can always plug my laptop in there because I'm gonna grab my tablet, plug it into this as well. So both of those will stay charged. So at least I have, if I don't have the laptop, I have the tablet. Also, I turned off all of the switches except the lights and the one in the kitchen. Now, why is this important? Because if water comes into your house and they get into the plugs, you try to step up, you're going to get electrocuted. My dad told me this. He told me make sure I cut off everything. I took a shower, so I'm good as far as a shower. I made me some, like a rice bowl. So I made enough for tomorrow. I have some couple things. Got soup. I got a thank God I bought this stuff. Someone just told me to buy it. I got like a sandwich maker. I have that turns into like a grill, and then I can also make omelets with it as well. So I have that. I also have a dumpling maker where I can make rice and stuff like that in it as well. I can cook soups in it. I can cook multiple things in that. And then I also have a crock pot. So I should be good. So right now I'm keeping the generator on the charger so it will stay charged, just like I'm keeping this one charged. So that's why everything's back here because this is where I probably primarily will be, is back here. So while this storm is going on, I'm be back here. So if water does come through, I have a blanket. Luckily, my apartment is screened in, so I don't have to worry about any water coming in. But there's water slowly coming in from the bottom of the door because unfortunately I have a small little hole. Now my air conditioner thing is working. Hold on a second. Let me turn it off. Well, at least I know it works. Now you want to work. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry. My thing went out. My bad. I'm trying to fix the internet. So give me a second. I'm trying to fix it. So apparently, for some reason, it's not cutting on for some reason. And now I'm trying to figure out why. Because it was working a second ago. Now it's not working. All of a sudden. Okay, hold on. Let me try the end button. Okay. Because it should be working. I'm trying to make sure that the internet, some reason this cord, I swear. I have a nice little internet thing, so I'm trying to. Oh, okay. Make sure it's plugged in. So right now I'm trying to make sure it's plugged in. Because some reason it's just not. I don't know. Maybe it's the plug. I don't know. So it works when it wants to. Oops. Oh, shoot. Ah, this thing works when it wants to work. That's why sometimes I wish I went through Spectrum. Because I would not be having any problems. Nope, that's not the way it's supposed to go. Put it in the wrong way. Or is it the right way? I guess it is the right way. Alright. I don't know what it is about these plugs. They work when they want to. And it was working a second ago. Now it's not. It's saying it's fully charged. Okay. The air conditioner outlet is working. Okay, the air conditioner does work. Oh, okay, so it does. Okay, so I gotta leave the air conditioner. That explains it. Okay. That might explain it. Okay, so it has to be cut off. Okay. Now I know. So now the AC thing has to be cut on for this to work. Okay. Now I know. So it gotta stay on. Okay, so when I have the generator on, because this is the generator I got. This generator here. This is the one I got from Amazon. So I realized that when you plug it up, you have to have the AC outlet on. Because it won't work without the AC outlet. I don't know which. Okay, so the DC thing. Okay. So the DC thing is a thing that basically connects the other thing. So okay, so if you cut this off, the air conditioner thing off, which I wish you could just cut it off, you can't. So now put this back here in the back. Make sure that it powers up first. So as y'all can see, everything's blinking right now. So I'm on my data right now. I'm not on my thing. So as y'all can see, that it is blinking. So everything has been kind of weird. So right now I'm trying to see if I can get a better connection on my thing and just keep the air conditioner. But this thing blows pretty good. Even though this is as small as it is, it definitely blows pretty good. So I'm gonna sit this here for now, just until I get a better signal. So at least I now oops, at least I know now this works. So I'm good as far as that's concerned. I have candles. I got one right beside my bed. That part I'm not gonna mention, but I'm just know I'm safe. But um, just know I'm safe for now. But like I said, the whole thing about this experience is that a lot of people are saying that a lot of people should have left. A lot of people couldn't leave. I couldn't leave. I didn't have no family here. Couldn't drive. So I'm still having anxiety when I drive. So imagine driving 9 hours to get to North Carolina. That would have been very bad. So what I'm trying to do now is just trying to stay strong right now. And I'm just trying to stay positive right now through this storm. And I'm just trying to be as safe as I can be right now. But it's windy out there right now. And so I put a blanket in front of my door. As far as the back door, the front door has a hallway, so I don't have to worry about trying to talk to y'all from the computer. Hopefully it'll work. Give me a second. So I'm gonna switch. Hold on. Okay, y'all. So here I am. But yeah, it's definitely an adventure. But like I said, it's not gonna really hit to around 2 in the morning, and that's when things are really gonna get real. So right now we're just getting like the outskirts of it. Just know I'm in the outskirts about everything. So that's all everybody need to know. But I'm in a safe place. I'm safer than what most people would be. But all I know is for those of y'all that are asking why a lot of people didn't leave, a lot of people couldn't leave. There are people that are still stuck on the road. And if that storm comes sooner than 2 in the morning, I feel bad for all them people on the road. Because let me tell you something about a hurricane. It can move very, 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 very. Thank you. It can move very, 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 very fast. I went through a hurricane with Hurricane Matthews in North Carolina. So hurricanes I'm kind of used to, but this is the first time I'm by myself. So all I can say is, like I said, if it gets worse, I'll be in my bathroom and with a blanket covered up, and I'll be in there. I got a big old blanket in front of my back because the front is okay. I'm more concerned about the back because I have a small little puddle, and it's the water is getting. So I'll make sure that when this is all over with, having somebody do something about that puddle because I can't have that again because the water is coming in little by little in my back thing. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, just keep everybody in your prayers. I got somebody upstairs. So if push comes to shove, the water get in here, I'll grab my bag, grab this laptop, grab as many things as I can, and mosey upstairs to the neighbor upstairs. There's a few people still here, but like I said, at the end of the day, it's been off and on. That's why I said when you have a generator, what is the most important things you want to plug up to it? Now, don't get me wrong, you do want to have your television plugged up. That is something that's important, but it's better to plug your internet to it as long as you can. So when you have the small portable generators that you use when you go camping and stuff, make sure that you keep it charged as long as you can keep it charged. Invest in one of these because this is a solar power one. This is a solar power one, which means you sit it outside and it'll charge, and you can also charge it in the car as well. That also charges in the car. So in the morning, and say if it was to go out, we don't have lights for a couple days, I can take it outside, sit in the car and charge it. So I do have renter's insurance. I do got flood insurance, so I should be all right. At the end of the day, like I said, it's in God's hands right now. It really is. It's in God's hands, and it ain't too much right now we can do. So let me say it like this here. For those of y'all in Florida right now that are going through this, I promise you, if we get through this, y'all gonna be leaving a lot of people alone. I promise you, stuff like this changes people. Natural disasters change people because you're not gonna be the same as you were before this. This storm is a very serious storm. So that's why I said if I had to choose, I would choose the internet because at least with the internet will still be on until the towers go down. Now, when the towers go down, then it would be a problem. But I would recommend plugging your internet into your generator. And as you can see here, I still have the internet. So that's why I'm saying you want to keep your internet on. That's why I said if you have to choose, plug up your internet because that's what you're gonna need more than anything. And during the winter, then you probably would need the one I would recommend getting two. If you get the small ones, get two. get two of them so that way, if this happens, you'll have one for the TV and plug it up. So that way you'll have two. Because, like I said, I can always switch. So right now, the lights are officially out. So as you can see, my phone is still charging. Well, I gotta plug it up, but it will still be charged because I have the generator. But what I also can do, um, I can listen. See, and by having the internet, even though I don't have a TV, I still can listen to the news and everything from YouTube. So I'm okay. So again, that's why you want to plug up your internet, because as long as you have the internet, you have access to all your electronics. So what I would do is get my tablet, bring it over here, and I would plug it up. I have my light over here. I probably would put another one, but like my dad said, don't go. He told me when I go to everybody want to know my location. I'm not telling nobody my location. Um, but just know that I have candles throughout. I have candles, so I'm good right now. So the lights are officially out. I don't think they're coming back on. But I have Netflix on my phone, so I'll be able to listen. I'll be able to listen to Netflix. This lasts about 24 hours. The other one, the solar power, lasts for 24 hours, so it will last. That's why I just put the internet to it. I can take it and then unplug the internet if I want to make something to eat. I can plug it to the microwave, use the microwave, and plug the microwave up. So I probably will use the microwave because the microwave is easier, and all I gotta do is plug it up. I took all of my plugs and put them up high, so that way they will be up high. So right now we're probably gonna be out of lights for the rest of the night. That's why I thank God I turned off all the switches, because that way, I won't have to worry about being electrocuted. So the good thing is I'm pretty much safe right now. Let's just say I'm in the middle of everything. So, if it hits Tampa, I will get the outskirts of it. So I'm in the middle of everything. That's all I will say. So I am, you know. Oh, do you? Yep. Because yep. So I'm okay so far. So I have my nice little, like I said, my nice little thing here. This is fully, I think it's fully charged. Yeah, it should be. So it should be fully charged, but it will stay charged. I can take this to the car and charge it as well, because I think I have a thing in there, or it's in the car, and I can charge it. So I should be okay, because with the generator and the thing, as long as I can make it through the night with the generator, I should be okay. Because, like I said, the most important thing right now is that I have the generator. So, like I said, if you're in a storm, natural disaster like this one, make sure your internet is plugged up, because at least your towers will be good. Because, like I said, some people don't even have a generator. You might want to invest in one, especially if you're in a place where hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, typhoons, tsunamis, you might want to have it. It's definitely something that's needed. But yeah, this should last me, because the only thing I have plugged to it right now is just my thing. So I'm gonna plug my tablet to it and keep everything pretty much charged to it. Keep everything 100%. So like I said, it'll just stay charged, and then like I said, it's something I can use. And then if you got the portable ones too, the portable chargers, you can charge it to that and keep that charged, and then use that. And then when it go dead, you can charge the portable charger and then charge your phone. So the portable chargers, like the ones you take on a cruise, are definitely something you want to invest in. Also, if you're in a storm, no pets. Nah, I ain't got no pets. So I had to take them outside. Nah, no pets. I'm safe, but I know everybody was worried. My family was worried, so I figured I would come on live and let everybody know that I'm okay. So I got a candle. I might put another one, but my dad said before I go to bed to make sure I blow the candle out just in case. But I'll be up for a little while because I don't know how the storm's gonna be. So I'm periodically checking, and the good thing about the good thing about that generator does have a light. My cell phone has a light, flashlight as well, so I should be okay. But yeah, I will keep your phone on the charger and try to keep 100% as much as long as possible, so that way you have it. So in the morning, it should be good for 24 hours. Excuse me. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to have our lights. But like I said, if push come to shove, I will take it to the car and charge it till it hits 100%, and then bring it in the house and use it. And I made some rice and I made some Salisbury steaks, so I should be okay. And then I have some canned goods. Like I said, I have a crock pot. I have a rice cooker, a dumpling slash rice cooker, and then I got the thing to make grill. I can grill stuff on. So all I gotta do is just plug it up, and then like I said, I can take that and plug it up to the microwave and just use the microwave and just make something to eat. Put something in there and just put it in the microwave and then eat it. So I probably will use the microwave, and I can also use the air fryer with it. So I definitely can use the air fryer. But like I said, for the most part, is right now it's just a lot of rain and a lot of wind. So the real test is gonna be 2 o'clock in the morning when this thing touched down. That's when the real test begins. So like right now we don't have lights. I don't know how long we're not gonna have lights. It's probably gonna be a minute. So I'm probably gonna have this one candle over here and keep it lit as long as I can. But if things start shaking, I'll make sure I blow it out. And then in the morning we should have some light. Thank God I took a shower when I did. I would have been without a shower for God knows how long. Ain't nothing like taking a shower. But yeah, you wanna consume you wanna conserve your water. I got juices, I got tea, so I'm good for a while. I have canned goods, olives. I think I got some avocados in there. So hopefully the freezer will stay frozen. But the good thing, like I said, I'm a smart individual. The good thing about it is I don't have very much in the freezer except hash browns, fries, and what else I got? Yeah, and I can put them in the air fryer. I can put them in the air fryer. So if I want to make something, I can put in the air fryer. Let's do a nature boy. Yeah, I did. I did. What you want? Okay. What would you like to talk about concerning that? Where I'm at right now? Uh, I get that. I get that quite a lot. Everybody says out of everybody, as far as the way I talked about him, it was really interesting on my take on it. Um, what I will say is that sometimes you just know certain things. Um, and sometimes what I've learned is negativity. I don't care how many ways you swing it, it's still gonna be negative no matter what. No matter how many ways you swing it, it's still gonna be negative no matter how and which way you do it. So I mean, he went from being this person that was trying to build something to the money and the women and the seven deadly sins. It got in the way. That's pretty much what happened. I mean, he had a good idea, just no execution. I mean, if you look at most people that are life coaches, therapists, even people that have done retreats, people come back a different person when they come back. If you see Tony Robbins or someone like that, and they are like, they're doing these seminars and webinars and all these, motivational speaking, people come back transformed. If you look at Jay Shetty and all these other people, They come back different people. Lord, I don't know. I don't watch. I don't watch her. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I mean, like I said, unless it shows up on my For You page, I click on it for like about maybe a second to see what they talk about, and then I'm done. It's just like you remember the documentary I showed y'all, and now I think I forgot who it was. The other, I don't know who the other lady is. I've never been on her channel, but she actually had the guy that did the documentary that I showed. She actually had him on her actual platform. Like I said, like I told everybody, when I showed the documentary, I told y'all I was not getting involved in this. I said if somebody else show it, yeah, so I know. So I said, I said maybe her or Medea would be the one that would reach out to him. I mean, and I'm glad they did. I'm glad they did. I'm glad they gave him a platform. I'm like I said, I don't hate on nobody. Why? What would be the point in that? Hate on somebody for what? There's no need for me to hate on somebody. There's not really a point in me hating on somebody. What good is it gonna do for me to hate on somebody? That would be kind of pointless. So I mean, I'm glad they did the interview, but to me, I just wish the situation would just go away. The man is not getting out of prison. He ain't getting out. And the more everybody talk about it, the worse it get. Because it's like everybody went through so much trouble to want him gone, but yet he's still being talked about. That's the issue I got with it. It's one thing if he was out or he, went to court again, I could understand it. But just talking about it, unless you're gonna be on the Shade Room or Neighborhood Talk or Hollywood Unlocked or TMZ, yeah, he did. So it would be different if they were on a national spectrum. And what I mean by that, what I would recommend that Velvet do is write a book. I mean, Nefertiti did. I mean, True did. They wrote a book, so I understand why they're talking. They wrote a book, but I just think what Velvet need to do is make an ebook about how not to go to a sex cult. One of them need to do it. How to not get involved in a sex cult. That's what she need to do. She need to do that. How to know the signs of a man as far as domestic violence. How do you know what a narcissist is? Because one thing, if it were me personally, being I have three children by three baby daddies, that is a great and phenomenal, and I mean phenomenal ebook. How to not have babies by multiple men. I'm telling you, that's what I would do if I was her. If I was her, I would be right now doing a whole bunch of ebooks, doing one-on-one consultations, and get on the Tamron Hall or the View or something where she get on there and talk. But see, that's the thing. They think too little. They think entirely too little. Me, I think outside the box. Because me personally, if I'm putting out a book, it's gonna be a New York Times bestseller. I got a story of my own to tell, but I promise you, it'll be a New York Times bestseller because I'm gonna give it to a publisher. I'm gonna give it to a publisher. I I was the only person. You know what's funny about it? I'm the only person whose platform he did not come on and ever disrespect. I was the only person. I was the only person that if he came in my platform, I didn't know he was there. There have been many times people told me, Nature Boy's been on your platform. I said, when has he been on my platform? I never knew that he was on my platform until somebody told me when I do my Kama Sutra nights, he'd be over here under a different name. I was like, I never knew that. Like I said, I never paid attention to it to it like that. See, everybody else wanted to they bring him on their channel and he just took over. That wasn't happening here. Yeah, he did. But I never knew. Cause again, here's the thing. It wasn't just about him for me. I mean, there are other topics I want to talk about as well. But I guess he saw with me that it wasn't about the money. It was all about I'm safe. I'm safe and I'm fine. But yeah, I was the only person whose platform that he didn't come on and he thought he could basically have the narrative. He knew that was not happening over here. That was never gonna happen over here. He was never gonna have the narrative because the one thing that he did that he never did for anybody else, he actually let me speak. I was shocked. He said, "No." I said, "No, because you don't never let them." I said, "Seriously, you don't never let nobody speak." I said, "You want to know why? I didn't approach you." I said, "Because you never let anybody talk." He said, "Well, I'm gonna let you talk." I said, "Okay." Y'all gotta understand something about this man. Y'all have seen him with World. You've seen him talk to Fundy. You have seen him talk to everybody. Okay. Y'all all know that Eligio is gonna try to take over the conversation. He gonna try to lure you to a different direction. That's just what he does. What he always has done. Just like I forgot his name. The one on Bigo, I forgot his name. But he was leading him all the way around the world and yeah. You is not gonna have that control with me. And so that's why when he asked me why have I never said anything to him, I said, you and you don't let nobody talk. I said, every time somebody talk to you, for the life of you, do not let nobody speak. And I said, you don't let nobody respond to what you saying. So I was shocked when he said, okay, I'm gonna let you talk. And everybody kept asking me, you didn't let him talk. I said, y'all have to understand. With that man, you have to control the narrative. You cannot let this man take you off whatever it is that you're doing. Because if you let him even remotely take you off what it is you trying, you will get distracted. Yeah, it was. So y'all got to understand something. When you dealing with a narcissist and they tell you they're gonna let you talk, please take advantage of that. And do not let the person ever get you off. If you ask a question, they evading. That's why I said, why are you evading? Answer my question. I hate when people evade because you don't want to admit it. You don't want to admit to what I'm asking you. Because you're scared that if you answer the question, it's boy, he was mad for I swear he was mad for 2 days. He was mad for 2 days straight. From that day forward, he was like, I am not messing with that woman. I remember when certain people went over there trying to get that man. I remember he went live with certain individuals and they were telling him about me. He said, I am not messing with that woman. I'm not messing with that woman. Oh, boy. Yep. I was the only one he would never have a conversation with after that. And then when ZX 1400 tried to get us to have a conversation, what was funny about it was the conversation actually was going fine until everybody thought he was gonna cuss me out, and that did not happen. So again, you have to understand it's definitely chess, not checkers. Definitely when it comes to such stuff like that, you gotta understand that when you're in these particular situations, you gotta be toes down because if you can't, that person gonna come right on in and deter you from what you're trying to do or what it is your mission is. So you got to be able to, and a lot of people didn't understand that, you can't let him take the flow because you let him take the flow, he gonna take it and he gonna. So it would be no differently than what I would do. In the same position and I had people on my channel and they were coming up and saying certain things, I probably would be the same way. I wouldn't let you have control of the narrative because you don't want to give people that power. See, the thing that's the thing about power that everybody needs to understand about power. Power is something that you just can't give up. You just can't give up power because if you give up power, you will be screwed. Seriously. You will be seriously screwed. Why? Because when you give up that much power and you give up that much control, then you don't know how the person is. So what you want to do when you're dealing with somebody like this gentleman, you need to watch how they move, watch everything they do. So it's just like when you play chess the first time, you don't never want to win the first time because you want to have the chance to be able to sit back and watch how the person plays. And then once you figure out how they play, then it's easier to beat them. So yes, a couple times you do want to lose. Why? Because you want to learn their strategy. Once you learn their strategy, and then the next time you play, you're gonna be able to beat them. Why? Because you know how they move. What a lot of people do, instead of them losing the first time, they're determined to win the first time. You never want to win the first time. You want to really try to figure out this person and who they are. So that's what you realistically want to do. You don't ever want to win the first time you play something. So when you're dealing with someone like a Legio and people like that, you definitely want to be able to you definitely want to be able to know how to move and how to maneuver. That's something you definitely want to do. So you just want to make sure you're maneuvering in the right way. I hate our lights are out. I'm the first person ever to go on live and be able to talk to y'all through a hurricane. Yeah, I knew the baby was sick. Yeah. I knew that something was wrong with Eliana when she was in her mama's stomach and she was trying to give birth. And I kept telling, I remember I was in the chat room and Deputy Dog's chat room, and I kept trying to tell him to sit her up. Like she kept laying down, and I said, sit her up. Because if you're in labor, you're not supposed to lay down. That's why they have when you get ready to go in labor, they have you sitting up and your feet are up. So what he was supposed to do is have her legs up to where she's able to push the baby out. Problem is, Eliana was on her bladder. And I knew this. And I said she needs to go to the hospital because either she's breached or the baby's on one of the two. She could have died. She could have died. That's why it took them so long to deliver the baby because baby Eliana was on her bladder. So being that she was on her bladder, they had to figure out how to turn her to where she got away from her bladder, or they would have had to do a C-section. They would have to do it. They would have to do a pure T and complete C-section. So, and I telling him, sit her up and lay her down, sit her, like have somebody holding her, and then somebody holding her legs and having her to push. But nah, if she'd have pushed, she'd have died because that her bladder would have busted. So no, she needed to go to the emergency room, and I'm glad she did go to the clinic, go have a baby. She'd have been dead. So thank God for that. So, yep. And then Sheba ended up pregnant, and then Joy ended up pregnant. The only reason he let Sheba keep that baby because he thought the baby was his. And yeah, yeah. It was Velvet's pregnancy was one of the most scariest. I mean, we were literally up all night long worrying about that girl. Literally. We were up all night long worrying about her, wondering if she was gonna live or die. I mean, it was to the point we would fall asleep and then wake up, and then we would end up like, is she gonna be okay? Is she gonna be good? So yeah, we were all pretty much worried. Yeah, some of us, some people stayed up all night and then went to bed because we was like, okay, I ain't staying up no more. I'm going to bed. I think I stayed up to like 6 in the morning, then went to sleep, and then I woke up about 1 o'clock. She was in the clinic. By the time I woke up, when I woke up, she was in the clinic, and that's when she got ready to have a baby. But yeah, everybody kept telling her that baby was breached. She was breached. So yeah, we kind of knew. Because it like, and then and then he didn't have a doula, so, and then she was supposed to be in water because he was supposed to put her in that tub. I don't know why he didn't just put her in the tub. All he had to do was like rub her back and keep her calm and have somebody like behind her and sitting her up, and then holding her legs so when she pushed, the baby come out. But no, he wasn't trying to do that. And then he didn't have the little things where you put your feet in there and then the baby comes. No. Yeah, she has. She need to go home to her son. Her and Aya both need to go home to their kids. But Aya doesn't have custody of hers, so I understand why she's still there. But Malia, let me tell you like this here. When that little boy get old enough and he ends up doing well for himself, he gonna remember everything his mama did. He gonna remember how his mama abandoned him. Trust me. Kids don't forget about what you put them through. They don't forget at all. So at the end of the day, yep. So it's amazing how I still have the internet. I'm in a storm. Yeah, it hadn't hit the towers yet. It just hit the electric. Yeah, that wind ain't good. That wind is not good out there. And it ain't nothing. What time is it? It is about 9:35, and the wind is terrible. The wind comes and goes. It's not like, luckily we're not, I'm not in, you know. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to stay safe. Trust me, I'm trying. I'm trying. I ain't trying to look out that window. I ain't trying to be nowhere near a window. But that wind out there is bad. Yeah, I have one tree out there, and I'm just praying it goes the opposite direction. And we have a lake in the back of our in the back, so I'm praying that that water stays down. Even if the water lifts up, um, it'll just splash everywhere because we're like literally not literally in front of the lake. We're like around it, so it probably will splash a little bit, but it has multiple different ways it can go. But yeah, it's only 9 something, and we have to wait till 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be one of them things. I'm gonna sleep and then wake up, sleep then wake up. It would be easy if I had the lights on, because then I could just cut something on. That's why I thank God for this. This is like my best friend, and it has things you can put your keys on it. And I think it has a. Let me see if it has a flashlight. Hold on. I think it does. Hold on. Does it have a flashlight? Yeah, it does have a flashlight. I'm hitting the wrong one. Hold on. I think you hold it, and then there you go. See, that's flashlight on it. That one, and then it cuts off. So yeah, this also has a flashlight as well. So yep, I'm keeping myself safe and not using things unless I have to. That's why I said that battery charger is gonna keep the internet on until probably in the morning, if the towers go down. So I'm trying to keep it plugged up because that way I can call my parents in the morning and everything. But it was scary when some people were saying, well, you need to put your name, your date of birth, and the person of contact so we can call them. I'm like, you could not be serious right now. I know my friends are like, how the world is it you got the internet? I said, because I have a generator. See, if I would have went to his house, see, he didn't even realize I have a generator. He's like, how the world you got a generator? Because I got a generator. I wasn't stupid enough. I said, because right before this happened, I said, let me go ahead and buy me a generator, be smart enough to buy one. So I bought a little portable one, and it plugs, and then also you can plug in like I can unplug my tablet, plug it up to the generator. So it can plug your cell phones in and your tablets as well. Only thing about the Apple, like the Mac computers, it doesn't have. Yeah, I got my important papers in a drawer back here. My birth certificate's on top of the thing. My ID and everything is in a little purse, and then I got to go in there and get my other paperwork for my insurance, just in case I need it. And plus, I have it on my phone. So yep. So like I said, I got a big old blanket in the back, right by the back door. So when that gets soaked up, that's when all the water coming in. But yeah, also put if water is coming in, make sure you put a blanket. Please don't put a towel. Put a blanket. Blankets are gonna absorb more so than towels. The towels are gonna come and then that water's gonna come in. So at least if you got a blanket, and then once the blanket is soaking wet, then put towels underneath it, so that way it'll keep everything. But yeah, it's not gonna get bad till 2 in the morning. We still have to wait till 2 in the morning when this thing finally hits. So right now we're just getting air and wind. So yes, I will be glad when this thing is over with. Luckily, we have screens on our windows and screens in the backyard as far as our back patios. Thank God for that. I don't know what I would do if we didn't have them, because I would probably have a flood full of water. So yes, the screens are definitely keeping all the water out. So as long as the wind blows, it blows most of the water away. But yeah, but all I can say is Sarah. I think that no, hold on. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna see if we can listen to the news. Hold on. I do need to listen to the news. Hold on. Yeah, it's bad out there. That wind is terrible. All right, let me see what's going on with her. Okay, here we go. Everybody live. Hold on. Let me sure I can find. Okay, here it is.
We don't play favorites. We make custom fit floor liners for every vehicle type. Trucks, SUV.
Felt like that was a very good idea to get some type of incentive for individuals to come here. Maybe, again, incentivizing people from maybe west of the Mississippi, west of the Ohio River, so we're not competing against people that are in North Carolina. But again, we talked about some potential opportunities there, and she was going to get her some of her senior directors to come in, and one of them, Robert Pesapane, is actually over that entire program.
Oh, he finally gonna let FEMA come in. For the longest, Ron DeSantis was not gonna let FEMA come in here. I remember the last hurricane, not this one that just passed, the one before this one, and all the other ones from 2000 and I think 20, when they were trying to help them during 2020, 2020 to 2024. He would not let FEMA come in here. Now he ain't got no choice because the storm is just that bad. Okay, Ron DeSantis. Okay, we got you.
Is actually traveling from DC tonight as well to actually sit down and have a conversation with us, so that we could all get to a situation where we think the best move forward is, we can take that best move forward. However, as the governor also alluded to, there's I think a parallel path, and that we don't do bureaucracy, we don't go in linear paths, we don't throw all of our eggs in one basket. We are talking about reaching out for Emergency Management Assistance Compact, EMAC, or mutual aid through other states to start bringing in some other DOT-like, public works-like individuals to help us with mutual aid to, again, We don't know what might happen in the next 10 to 15 days. We want to get some of this debris picked up again. We've shown how government sometimes, unfortunately, usually private sector is better than us, but we've shown them that we can get this stuff done and we can get it done quickly if we cut through the bureaucracy. So we're going to look at the incentive-ish program, and we're going to also look at bringing in mutual aid from other states.
Well, the thing is there could be another storm this season, but the debris, the standard practice with this debris, the way it works, is it takes months and months to do debris. I remember Michael, how long it took to do the debris. Ian, there was debris. And a lot of it is the local.
You trying to get back in office. That's what that is. You trying to make up for all the stuff you did when it came to Disney. That's what that is. You trying to make up for that. It's gotten quiet over here now. Jesus. But let's continue.
Governments are worried what FEMA's going to reimburse and this and that. And I'm just thinking to myself, the incentive should be to get it done as quickly as possible. And it's a difficult situation because you have Mexico Beach after Hurricane Michael. They had $90 million of debris cleanup. And I think their annual budget was $5 million. So they obviously need that reimbursement. And I think they got 100%. Oh, yeah, they did, because I went and got it from President Trump, 100% of reimbursement for the first 45 days. But to have the debris for 6 months, a year, more than that, and I would never think that we would be able to say that government would do better than private. But when we took all our trucks, they're all over the state doing all this stuff at the normal course of business. And we said, okay, this is a hazard. Let's do emergency 24/7. And they were going and they picked up 3,000 plus loads of debris on Anna Maria Island, on Madeira Beach, all these places.
Okay, Rhonda Sanchez, what does this got to do with the fact that there are people that are stuck in this storm that couldn't leave because we couldn't get a plane ticket because their planes were $1,600? Y'all, when I tell y'all, I was trying to find a flight home and could not find one. And I'd had to end up going all the way to Fort Lauderdale to basically get out. And then they said it was $1,600. Some of them were $2,000, almost $3,000 to get out of here. Tickets that are normally $200-$300, $1,600. It was ridiculous. But let's continue the nonsense.
And then brought them to this landfill. As I said, this is a local responsibility. I don't think the state can be in the business of cleaning up everybody's debris. First of all, we just are too big of a state. There's no way a state government can do that. So this was kind of an extraordinary circumstance, but we also have to look at why is this always a problem? And I think what Kevin is doing, I think is smart. I think the administrator will work constructively with him, and I think we'll probably get somewhere that's going to be more efficient and more effective.
Governor, along that line of bureaucracy,
Rhonda Sanchez, I don't care what you're talking about. I just want to get through this storm and be safe. That's it. Let's see what's going on.
Rent a furnished private room with utilities and Wi-Fi for less than $135 a week with Pad Split.
Okay, y'all, All right, let me see if I can pull up YouTube. I'm trying to keep my phone charged at 100% right now. Hold on. Let me go to. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Hold on. What did I just do? Hold on. What did I just do? Okay, good. Hold on. Let me go out. Hold on. How did I end up with two of these? Hold on. No, how did I end up with two of these? Almost. Hold on, I did something. Okay, for some reason, I'm. Hold on. Where did it go? Hold on. Okay. No. Uh-uh. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I did something wrong. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's go check. Hold on. I did something wrong. Okay, can y'all hear me now? Okay. I was trying to figure out why it was I couldn't. What happened? I don't even know what happened. I just know everything just went crazy. Okay, we good now. Y'all can hear me. But yep. So yeah, it's gonna be all night. So I'm gonna try to get some sleep. I'm gonna play some music and I'm just gonna unwind. I'm gonna plug my tablet up to this. But as y'all can see, it has 4 bars. It should be completely charged because I kept it on the charger all day today. So it should be charged. So I'm gonna plug my tablet up to keep my tablet charged. Um, I could watch TV, but then that means I would have to plug it up, unplug the internet. There's one thing I don't like about that one is the fact the cords are so close together. Because I have one of those block ones for the internet, and then the other one, I just wish it had a thing where you could just plug it into internet, but this one doesn't work like that. It doesn't have the thing where you can detach it from the plug. So now I just don't. I'm not gonna be able to watch TV because I would have to plug it in and figure out how to plug it in on top of the other one. That's the only thing. That's the only bad thing about it. Other than that, if I could plug it in where it go backwards, then we would be good. But no, doesn't work like that. So what I'm gonna do right now is I am going to, like I said, everything is cut off. Water, I have waters, I have juices, I have teas. So I'm good on something to drink. I took a shower already. I already turned off the water. I turned off everything. So again, if water does come in your house and you have plugs that are at the bottom, make sure you turn everything off because you will get electrocuted. Seriously, you will get electrocuted because what happens is as soon as your feet touch the ground, you're gonna get electrocuted. Why? Because it's gonna hit the sockets, and the sockets are on. If the sockets are on, then that means you can get electrocuted. So even though the lights are out, it don't mean you won't get electrocuted. My dad told me that. He said just make sure that you turn everything off except the highlights. So if I wanna, I can plug my lamp into that generator. So I'm good. My dad asked me, did I eat? I told him, yeah, I already ate. So I'm good on food. I already ate. And I have like breakfast bars. I got um, fruit. I have vegetables. So I got canned goods. It push come to shove. I can eat those. It push come to shove. But I just know I wish I had something I could put the deep freezer in. Because then I'll be able to keep it. I mean, I wish I had like a small refrigerator or something small. It's like a cooler. I'm gonna get me a cooler because then what I'm gonna do is put some ice and take everything that's in the freezer and put it in the cooler. But I wish I had like a small portable refrigerator freezer, like a portable like a portable freezer. That way everything can stay cold. But hopefully everything in there should. I have nothing in the refrigerator except butter and condiments. But other than that, I don't have anything that's in the freezer. Now, I mean, on the refrigerator, the freezer I have a. That's why I think that I didn't go shopping. I got the bare necessities of what I needed, but I got I got coffee in there, so I can take that, plug it up, and make coffee. So I can, because that thing is enough where you can pretty much use it to use a crock pot for 4 hours. So that's how long that thing lasts. It lasts for 24 hours. So it will last tomorrow and it'll last until the following morning. So hopefully we'll have lights. If we don't, I'm gonna go outside, plug it up, sit in the car until it charges. And then when it charges, then I'll bring it back in the house. This one right here, I will just sit it, open the window and let it sit. Um, it will sit by the window, and the it will charge it. So this one can be charged from outside, which is definitely absolutely a good thing. So only thing I gotta do is go in the living room and go get my paperwork for my insurance, and then once I get that, then I can call them if anything happens. But right now, everything is calm right now. So the worst of it, I ain't gonna say the worst of it because it ain't came yet. But whatever the winds are, it's now very calm. But we still don't have no lights, and I just know it's gonna probably be tomorrow. So I have, like I said, I got stuff in there to eat, and like I said, I can use my crock pot. I can I can use that. So I'll be able to make. And then I got little breakfast things too, so I'm good. So I just wanted to come on here and let y'all know I am safe. I am okay for now. Well, I'm gonna claim it. I'm gonna be okay. Period. So far, so good. But the real test gonna be 2 in the morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep everything charged and charge everything. Make sure everything is charged because this is probably gonna die because I can't charge it right now unless I plug it up in the morning. Like in the morning after I call my family, I can take the internet off and charge other things. So that way it'll be charged. So if I want to watch TV, I have to figure out a way to do that. But the good thing is I can watch Netflix from my phone. That's why I said this thing. You definitely want to invest in one of these. These also are good when you go on cruises. These are definitely good. You definitely want one of these. This is definitely an investment. It's great for camping. It's great when you go through a storm. So right now it's on 4. It's actually 5, but um we're gonna get through this. But like I said, y'all can hear the background. But I ain't going to look out there. But like I said, I'm just praying we don't have no tornado. That's it. But the wind, it comes and goes. But yeah, I'm trying to hear the news. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find out what's going on. Hold on. Honey, this is where uh prayer comes in. Okay, so there's a few people talking about it. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. I'm trying to find a live. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, here's a live. Here's somebody talking about it now. Okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna show y'all what's going on. Hold
We're firmly in the eye wall right now. Like we're smack dab middle of it. Perfect eye wall placement.
on. Ain't no way. There's just no way.
This is Twisters Part 3. Watching it live. If you guys like to watch Twisters, you like the movie, that's what we do in real life. I'm the blue dot on radar, guys. Out here living Twisters in real life. We're coming into Brandon, which is just east of Tampa, the suburb of Tampa. The current location right now. Location, bottom right side. If you want to see where we're at with the radar. And also the actual location. The city is going to be on the bottom left side there. Wow. Green dot's the radar. Larry, thanks for the $10 super chat there. Everyone who's requesting $69 is banned. I'm going to personally see to it.
This is insane. I don't know why people do this. This is insane. Jesus. There's just no way I could be out there like that. I'm not chasing behind a hurricane. Absolutely not. Am I doing that? No. That's crazy. But let's continue and make sure these people get safe.
Yes. Hey, thank you for the green screen fund. Thank you. Hey,
if anybody want to donate to my channel,
gosh dang, guys.
If anybody want to donate to my channel, considering I'm in this storm, I would greatly appreciate it. My information at the bottom. This is the one time I don't normally like to ask, but this is the one time I'm probably going to, considering where I'm at right now, considering everything that's going to happen. Yeah, we definitely gonna need everything, every dime we can get. But at the end of the day, we are in a recession. That's the only reason I don't ask, because we're in a recession. And I know how it is when it comes down to people ain't got no money. I get it, because we're all in a recession. But I get it. But if anybody wants to contribute, I would greatly appreciate it. But let's continue.
Should be getting pretty close to I-4. Get to I-4, we can start taking it east over towards, what's it called, Lakeland?
Yeah.
Lakeland.
Whoa!
Oh my. Dude.
That was intense.
Wow.
This is bad.
It's actually crazy. I just would like to reiterate, guys, do not try this at home.
I wouldn't
We are professionals, by the way. Professional storm chasers here. We do this as our job. Do not attempt to do anything. If you do anything at all, do not attempt. And yes, do not attempt anything that we do on these streams. You don't see all the planning and
I won't planning on doing none of this. I may have to mute myself so it don't echo. I don't want it to echo. So let me mute myself. No, I wouldn't do none of this anyway. So let me mute myself so we can see these people out here. I don't see how people do this, but hey, it's just, let's continue.
and strategy that goes into it. You guys don't see any of that stuff. It's not as easy as it looks. If we are even making it look easy. We make it look hard sometimes. Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Brandon. I'm gonna go to Brandon up here. Look right in the middle of the eye wall. See what's popping over there.
Where? Brandon?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the south.
Get over to Brandon and just see what's happening. That's the plan to me.
All right, Michael, since you canceled that request, you're not banned.
Yeah, somebody just canceled their $69.
Ann and I have 2 daughters and 7 grandkids.
coming to us next. Yep. Okay, thank you.
This is insane.
I'll tell you, he's like the reporter is doing it, and then us.
These people are better than I would be because I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. There's just absolutely no way. But let's see what's going on.
90 miles per hour. Would not be surprised if they had something higher than that. And we know Sarasota and Bradenton, they had that 102. Currently, we have gusts. And again, some of these readings may be off because some of those sites are being rocked around right now. But we are getting readings in Tampa and St. Pete at 84 mile per hour sustained wind, or excuse me, gusts. The extreme wind warning did expire on time at 9:30. So we are no longer under that. So that's some good news, but I still would be aware of that flash flood threat, flash flood warning. And these winds, again, are nothing to mess with. They just dropped below that criteria of 115 miles per hour, but still, gusts 100 mile per hour winds, that's nothing to mess with. And we will continue to track Milton as the night goes on.
Well, we're keeping an eye on that, and Miguel's keeping an eye on Lakeland right now for us. Miguel, what do you have there?
Well, Dave, I can certainly tell you, we know that Milton has since made landfall here in Florida, but the conditions here in Polk County only continue to deteriorate with those strong winds and heavy bands of rain here as well. I'm going to have our photographer, Bob, just kind of pan over outside of our hotel here. It's a glimpse of how strong the winds are right now. And right now, of course, the county says this is not the time for you to drive around, take up some of the impact, because we're seeing a number of tree branches being flown around here as well. The wind has gotten significantly stronger throughout the last couple hours or so. And as Colleen had mentioned there's also the threat of flash flooding here in Polk County throughout the morning as Hurricane Milton continues to cut across the state and bring some of those damaging winds that could impact some of our homes and, of course, bring some flooding in some of those streets. Now, at this hotel, we do have a number of people who evacuated from Pinellas and Hillsborough County, some areas more in the coastal areas, and they thought it was safer to get to higher ground here in Lakeland as well. We spoke with one woman who realized that this was a threat to her. She made the last minute decision to come to the hotel and evacuate, knowing that the wind could significantly damage her home. Take a listen there.
And so we had to run. We had to pack our bags immediately. It was like 6 a.m. in the morning. And we immediately took everything out. We even closed the closet. We took our cabinets and we pushed them in the closet. It was crazy this morning.
Yeah, so a number of people here who took those warnings, those evacuation orders in other areas more seriously. They wanted to make that change last minute to make sure they and their family members were safe. And of course, here in Polk County, we're still continuing to see those conditions deteriorate. That woman we actually heard from there, she's experienced hurricanes before. She was in Puerto Rico during the time of Hurricane Maria. She said she was out of power for about 6 months. And speaking of power, that's a concern here in Polk County because of those strong winds. They are anticipating parts of the county to lose power. So that's something that they say you should anticipate. But on top of that, some of those roads are just impassable. Right now, Polk County Sheriff's Office updated some of those roads from the Peace River Bridge, parts of Mulberry, and also here in Lakeland as well. So conditions are just continuing to deteriorate here as the storm continues to cut across the state, bringing with it heavy winds and heavy bands of rain here as well. Dave and Courtney.
All right, I know you're trying hard to keep that hat on out there, but let me just ask you, Miguel. Some folks are having staying inside, hunkering down as they should, but give people an idea what that feels like to have that kind of pounding rain. I think it feels almost like little needles hitting your face. It's just so powerful and strong. Give us an idea of that sensation out there.
Well, Dave, and I'll let you know, I'm actually underneath an awning partially here, but the wind has been kind of whipping across to the side here. Definitely not the ideal driving conditions to be outside right now. And on top of that rain, I've been mentioning here, flooding in some of those roads that are just completely impassable. So certainly not comfortable, but something we're also concerned about, seeing some of those tree branches and potentially debris flying around. So these are just not ideal conditions to drive around in. We know that Hurricane Milton has since made landfall, but again, the conditions are only going to continue to get worse with those flash flooding concerns as it continues to cut across the state. And that's why the county says right now is the time to just hunker down, shelter in place. It's certainly not comfortable being out here being hit by those rain bands, that wind as well, but it's just a glimpse of why you need to stay home and shelter in place and ride out the storm. Because again, when you wake up when it's daylight outside, Dave, some of these roads are still going to be impassable potentially, and there's still kind of concerns with down power lines, which we have heard reports of here throughout the day here as well in Polk County. So not comfortable, not an ideal situation to be in. Just stay home and shelter in place.
Miguel, I've been talking with one of our viewers here, and sheltering in place, but things are deteriorating there. Are first responders still out responding to calls in case somebody does have an emergency and they need to be transported?
Courtney, I can tell you the EOC has been fully activated here in Polk County, but at this moment, we're still waiting to get word on what those responses might look like. But they did warn people there will come a point where it might be difficult for people to reach you if you have not sought higher ground. Here in Polk County, we don't necessarily have mandatory evacuation orders. We have those more in the coastal areas, but they have been warning people for days. We have at least 19 shelters open. At last check, that number of people who have checked into those evacuation shelters have since quadrupled to more than 5,000 people. So they were really hoping people were taking those warnings, taking the threat of this storm seriously. At this point, perhaps there might be first responders still out there helping other people out. But when these conditions are deteriorating and it puts the lives of those first responders at risk, it certainly is more difficult for them. But at this point, we haven't heard any word of first responders delaying any calls that people might have when it comes to people in need of support in those more vulnerable areas. But certainly that is why they've been stressing for people, we need you to hunker down and shelter in place, especially before the brunt of the storm hits. And then right now, just here, the brunt of the storm, at least in Polk County, getting much worse with these winds and those bands of rain here as well.
Yeah, I know it's a losing cause with those hats too, Miguel. Thanks very much. We'll talk to you soon here. Let's take a look at Largo right now, what it looks over there. Well, we certainly see rain, and we see what appears to be, is that something in the middle of the road, a piece of debris, a light or something like that?
Jesus!
Okay, I'm looking right in the middle of the road here, but I wasn't quite sure what
I think
that
that's
was.
just the side of the corner,
Okay.
maybe, and
It
then
might be.
the road with just so much water.
Yeah.
It's really, really difficult.
Right. Yeah, it's tough to see at night, and we'll see it in the light of day. But this is it right there at West Bay Drive and 20th Street Northwest in Largo.
Let's go right now live to Angelina Salcido, who is live in Ybor City for us. And Angelina, we saw some video, I think probably from your hotel, of the pool and all the wind just really whipping through there. What are things like right now in Ybor?
Well, Courtney and Dave, the reason why we're actually inside of the hotel is because of how quickly the winds are coming through here, how strong they are, and the rain as well. So yes, you did see the video of that pool. That pool is actually right outside here. Now, we're not going to keep the door open for too long. We'll actually close it and have you guys take a look at the video that we shot a little bit earlier. Those winds that we shot a little earlier were actually stronger than what we're currently seeing and feeling right now. A lot of people have been coming down from their rooms, kind of just like peeking out to see, but you can even feel and hear the wind howling in this area. Now, inside of the hotel, I can tell you that they're dealing with quite a few different things. So if you take a look to my right, you're going to be able to see that we have some puddling on the ground. They have been right near the windows trying to pick up the water. They do have 10 Tampa Bay up, by the way, so that way they can be in the know and stay informed, prepared, and connected. I want to introduce you to Crystal. Crystal is actually the manager of the hotel. You were telling me that this is something like you have never experienced before, and you were born and raised here.
Absolutely. Born and raised and never been one to evacuate during a storm. And this is definitely something that I've personally never experienced before.
Talk to me about what the hotel is currently dealing with right now. What have you seen and how has it changed over the last few hours?
So first and foremost, the safety of the guest and the staff that is here with the guest is our utmost priority. We are experiencing some water intrusion with the high winds that are happening, as well as the large amounts of rain that are being dropped on us. But outside of that, the building is secure, everybody is safe, and morale is good.
Talk to me about how important it is to keep people's spirits up, because I know that so many of them have evacuated to come here to be in a safe place during the storm.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually have several people here that evacuated during Helene that came back because of the experience that they had during that evacuation. They felt very safe here. We are. They have our cell phone numbers. They know what guest room I'm in personally. I have guests knocking on my door if they need anything. The most important thing is to keep everybody well informed. We've been having meetings with the guests several times during the day, keeping them updated, and just letting them know that we are here with them and we are here for them.
Do you feel like that speaks to it's one of the things that I tweeted out, mainly because I saw your guys' sign when we walked in? It said, "Thank you guys for riding out the storm with us." And we are, of course, are one of the people that are riding out with you. But do you think that that speaks to the importance of hotels that are not in an evacuation zone staying open to give people a safe place to go?
Absolutely. Hotels are essential. You know, we're here for people when they need somewhere to go, when they need peace of mind. And it's our pleasure as hoteliers to be able to provide that comfort to our guests. It's personally one of the reasons that I enjoy working in hospitality.
What do you think that you're going to see in Ybor City as the daylight comes up, the winds kind of calm down?
An amazing sense of community. Something that's amazing around here is there's a lot of people that have been here for a long time, generation after generation. And in times like this, through the chaos, you really get to see the sense of community. And I think that you guys are going to see that tomorrow morning when things calm down.
I think that you're right. I think that we're not only going to see that here, but we're going to see that in a lot of different places. Thank you so much for allowing us to stay here. Give us a safe place to be as we continue to report and bring you guys the latest on Hurricane Milton. Obviously, we know that it made landfall, those heavy winds coming through downtown Tampa, and that rain too, a lot of rain. I think that maybe we didn't expect to get this much rain and be under that warning that we're under right now. But the guests here feeling confident, they're feeling comfortable. Of course, just listening and watching the winds continue to whip, but that's the latest here in Ybor City, guys.
All right. Well, a shout out to those folks at the hotel in Ybor there. Appreciate them watching here. And Bobby's keeping an eye on the rainfall totals. Boy, massive amounts of rain in the area, Bobby.
So St. Pete, Albert Whitted Airport is now up to 17.25 inches of rainfall, 24 inches of rainfall. It's probably be 0.5 by this time. Between 8 o'clock and 8:53, they saw 5.09 inches of rainfall. That's the reason why we have that emergency, flash flood emergency going on right there. But look where that was there. That rain is lightening up a little bit. It's now moving a little bit further to the east. But look down here on the south side. Not seeing much rain. We've got a ton of wind down here still, but certainly not as much rain. Now, the heavier rain will continue to move off towards the east. You can see the reds. That's what you're looking for the heavier rain. So it is slowly pulling away. Rainfall rates will get lower here in central western Hillsborough, Pinellas County. But remember, the ground's completely saturated, a lot of wind, and we still have a lot of heavy rainfall to fall. So St. Pete's going to be pushing 20 inches of rainfall by the time this is said and done. The forecast was 10 to 15. So that's up there. Now let's talk some winds. Zephyr Hills, 53 mile per hour wind gusts. Brooksville, sustained right now at 38. Spring Hill's about the same, 67 mile per hour gusts. We've got 84 just this past hour in St. Pete, 83 in Tampa. Obviously, the highest that we've seen so far is in Sarasota, and that's at 102. But notice where all of that rain is where we actually have some really good winds up into Hernando County, Pasco County, and parts of Citrus as well. That blue air, the darker blues you see there, those are some really good winds. So out the eastern part of the county, and this is just a Doppler estimate.
So this is what I'm going to be doing the whole entire night. That way I won't hear that rain outside, having something to listen to while I'm through this storm, because we're going to get it. We're getting it for the most part. So we're in the storm currently. So currently Milton has landed. So we're just trying to get through it. So we won't be fine until in the morning. So and it's 10 o'clock and we still got some hours to go. Jesus. It's one of them things where I'm gonna have to just leave this on, plug it up. I don't know if I'm being to plug it up to where it'll charge. I knew I should have got two of those. One in here and one in the living room, but it is what it is. But I just want to let y'all know that I am okay. I'm riding it out, y'all. I'm riding this out with y'all, and I'm gonna get through it. My parents are probably gonna call me about 2 in the morning, ask me, "Are you okay?" My daddy is staying up because they've been calling me. "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I just want to come on live and let y'all know, yes, I am okay so far. So far, so good. Because I'm not out there where the main roads are. I'm more inward, so I am good. But yeah, we're in the center of it. We're in the center of it all. So the only thing we can do with no lights is just, thank God I have my nice little thing here. Because this, I don't know what I would do without it, but it is completely charged. So I'm gonna keep it on. Try to, not plug too many things to it, but I am gonna plug my tablet to it. So just in case this go out, because I have no electric. And then what I'm gonna do tomorrow, I'm gonna plug and charge this up, and then turn the internet back on. So if I'm not listening to the internet, but it depends, because like I said, you gotta look at what are the things that's the most important thing. That's why I thank God I took a shower. That's why I thank God that I got situated. So hopefully, now the last hurricane we had, luckily I was able to. The lights came on pretty quickly, but I don't know about this time around whether we're gonna be out of lights for a day, 2 days. As long as I got food and something to drink, I'm good. That's what's important. And my next door neighbors upstairs, they're still here. So if something happened, I get flooded, I'll be running upstairs and trying to get to the second floor. It's gonna be windy, but luckily the stairs are kind of like in a hallway, so it'd be easier for me to get it. So I thank God my where I'm at right now has a really long hallway. So when you first walk in, it's like it's open, so the water is not gonna come where I'm at. It's gonna go outward. So that's good. So I thank God these are designed the way they're designed, because they're designed specifically for a storm. So that's good. But now it's just staying safe right now. That's what's important, is staying safe. But just keep all of us in your prayers, y'all. Just hope we make it through it, because we still got a couple more hours. We have up until I think 8 in the morning, and like I said, this thing is just hitting. So imagine how the rest of it's gonna be coming out. So hopefully it'll pass through us by hopefully 5 in the morning. I hope. I hope. But a lot of people say, well, is it safer on the outskirts than it is in the inside of it? Actually, the inside of it is actually pretty safe. I mean, you're hearing everything around it, but the eye of the storm is actually the safest place for you to be. Why? Because you're the inside of it. But yeah, everything is gonna be going up abrupt, but you know, the outskirts of it, you're getting all that wind. But when you're in the middle of it, it's like a calmness to it. Funny enough. But yeah, you hear everything else around it though. So if it jumps over us, then it won't cause any damage, being that we're in the middle of it all. But then again, I don't know. Because then again, I mean, I know it's hitting Sarasota, and then, between Tampa and Sarasota, I'm kind of in the middle. I'm in the middle of it all. So I am going to go finish watching this and try to keep my internet up as long as possible. I'm not going to try to use much that I have to. So luckily it is still on and working. So my little air conditioner thing is working. So I gotta keep track of the how much is being used. So I'm gonna try to conserve as much as possible. So I want to let y'all know I was okay and that I'm fine, and I appreciate y'all for checking on me. Just keep me in your prayers. Keep everybody in Florida in your prayers, and just pray we get through it. Just pray we make it through. And then the crazy part is we have one coming right after. So I think I'll be in North Carolina at that time. I think I'm going to North Carolina to hurricane season. So and I'll be back in November because I don't think I can do another one of these hurricanes. I just can't. So that being said, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I do. So I'm going to go and try to conserve as much of my generator as I can. And I will talk to y'all later. So I'm probably gonna try to keep the internet on as long as I can until I fall asleep. I might unplug it or turn it off. So that way I'll be asleep, and then whenever I wake up, I'll cut it back on. So, and as y'all can hear, this is what we're dealing with. So luckily where I'm at, there's a lot of there. Luckily for me, where I'm at, there is trees. So that's one time I say thank God. You know, I'm in a back street. I'm not. I'm not on the main road. I'm on a back street. So I'm good so far. But as y'all can hear in that background, this is no joke. I don't wish this on nobody. I don't. So with that being said, y'all, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to try to sleep through this. Yeah, I can't stay up all night long. I'm asleep because I got to get up at 2 and check the living room, make sure there's no water, and make sure everything gonna be good. Because I mean, we're gonna be up often on. Ain't nobody gonna. I can't stay up all night long. That's why I said I'm play some music, and I'm just gonna chill. I got my little thing here, and this plugged up. Unplug my tablet up and 4 in the morning, so that way I can be able to keep the tablet on to be able to well the phone charged, and then the tablet I'm going to use to be able to keep up with the news because this eventually is going to die. And right now it's good so far, but I'm going to try to put it back on the charger, but I don't think it's going to charge till the morning. So I got to figure out how I'm going to charge it. So I'm probably going to charge it in the morning and take the internet off and charge this. So that way this will say charged and then plug it back up. Because tomorrow I may or may not need it. But if the cellular data go off, I'm definitely going to need it. Yeah. So if the internet goes out, then I'll unplug it. And then I'm going to take it out there and charge it. And then bring it back. So that being said, I appreciate y'all for joining me, and for any support y'all can give me, I greatly appreciate it. But with that being said, I'm gonna try to get some sleep and try to sleep through the storm, and just pray that tomorrow this thing is gone. I don't know how debris and everything gonna be. I just thank God where I'm at, that we do have a lake in the back, but I don't think, hopefully it won't suck out all the water from the lake, because then that would be bad. But I hope not. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all. Right now it's kind of calm a little bit, but I won't know, because it's like it'll get calm and then it'll start right back up again. And then I heard something hit something, and I'm like, thank God I didn't hit my window. Thank God we got the screens on our windows, because boy, this would have been any worse. So yeah, I'm about to go out there and check the water in my backyard. Make sure it's all good. I can't see back there, but we'll see. So that being said, I'm going to go check that, and then I'm going to bed. So I will talk to y'all next time. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, notification button to receive notifications of my videos. I will let y'all know in the morning that I'm okay. Because if I don't do a live, I'll probably just come on here and do a video, let y'all know I'm okay. I will see y'all after the storm. If not, then y'all see me a little bit later. All right. Bye, y'all.